What are you saying? Morning, everyone. What are you saying, Nick? What are you saying, Jason? What are you saying, Elevate? What are you saying, Anderson? Decky Tips. Morning, bro. Tom, morning. Morning, everyone. Everyone, let me know what pairs we're looking at, man. Let me know what pairs we are looking at today. What are you saying? Fucking nice. Low-key scared the shit out of me. Alright, cool. Let me get the chat up on my laptop. Kind of an awkward way to do it, but we move. Yeah, let me know what pairs we're looking for. Well, to be fair, I know mainly everyone's looking at AUG, but let me know what we're looking to do. Long in, short in, what we're doing. Let me know, chat. We've obviously seen this manipulation finish. We've now tapped into that there. It's a very, very crucial point on AUG right now. Very crucial point. Oof, EU bricked itself. Right, let me get the chart. Everyone let me know what we're saying. Everyone drop a like as well on the stream, boys. Everyone drop a like on the stream. Make screen bigger. Alright, let me see. If you're in them EU cells, then you're laughing. Damn. You really are laughing. Fucking hell. Was that? Yeah. Alright, cool. Alright, let's get into the pairs. Everyone let me know. See a few people saying UJ, a lot of people saying EU. I don't think anyone's really in anything yet. I can go over my higher time frame bias if you want. Basically, my bias is kind of awkward because my bias is sells really, but higher time frame wise, like you do really, I'll be honest, want to prioritize buys, just because if you look at the chances, if you look at the most recent candles on the daily time frame, I mean, you can tell there's just been way more bullish recently. Overall, we've been bullish, so you're definitely going to be more likely to win a trade if you buy than if you sell. With that being said, I do think the higher time frame is looking bearish. I see we've taken this liquidity above this, starting to move down. I mean, in the daily we sort of had CRT. I mean, we did, but just wasn't. I suppose wasn't the best. But I'll draw it on. I'll show you, man. So this is EU. We'll start off with EU, then we'll get into all the other pairs. Yeah, we've got this 4 hour CRT, so really we should come down to it. Sorry, that was EU I'm talking about. And then yeah, similar thing really on EU. Sorry, EU, we just haven't broken past that order block. So GU's just taken the liquidity and moved down, but EU are just reacting off that order block. So I do think we can come down off this order block. Want to be interesting to see if we've taken the liquidity, because all these wicks are literally bang in line with each other by the looks of it. To be fair, we just about took the high there. Just about, I believe. We go into the 1 minute, so I can't even fucking tell. I mean, barely. Let's be real, fucking barely. But yeah, right now, definitely looking for sells. I mean, yeah, that technically is CRT right there, but not really the best CRT to be using as an example, but it's cool. Alright, let me read the chat. But yeah, that's basically what we're looking for. Selling down to that CRT low and selling down to that CRT low. Let me delete some shit off my chart real quick. Yeah, let me know what we're saying, chat. I'll read the comments in just a sec. Annoyingly. Annoyingly missed the DTO both times. I mean, EG just moving as well. EG, if we have a retap of the DTO, could be nice. If we have a retap, that could be nice. Decent size stop loss as well. 4 pips is actually good. %50 of that. Fair value. Alright, cool. Am I seeing a new webcam? Yes, bro. Everyone like the stream if you rate the setup. I'm going to keep improving this setup. Let me know anything else that I need to buy to make the streams better. But yeah, we got webcam, we got mic, we got PC, we got the lot, boys. We got the lot. We got no lag, we got cold Wi-Fi. Right, let me see. Morning, Jason. GU buys, fair play. I mean, right now I'd definitely be waiting for confirmation, but it could be a good setup. It could be. GU buys for me after sweeping under lows. Morning, Tommy. Morning, Flux. Morning, Eddie. AD. Morning. E4. What you saying, bro? Ewan. What you saying to here? Mungo. Callum. James. Jed. What you saying, bro? Morning. Right, let's see. Short EU 5-minute FEG at DTO. 5-minute FEG at DTO. Yeah, lovely, bro. We just about missed the DTO, annoyingly for me. Whenever we short, well, me personally, whenever I short from like a fair value gap around the DTO, I do like to have my entry on the actual DTO itself. But yeah, if you got in that, bro, then that's a great use of the DTO strat. Obviously, the daily true open strat is one of the strats we teach. We teach the Asia liquidity grab strategy, which you lot probably do already know. And then the DTO strat. And once you can trade these two well, you've got London session covered. This is the two things that's going to happen during London session. And if neither of these two things happen, then you just wouldn't want to trade it anyway. So, but yeah, who wants a YouTube video this week on DTO? I'm going to do one today on DTO. I think I'm going to do one today. I was thinking GJ. Wait, let me skip in. Yeah, everyone drop a like on the stream as well, boys. Everyone drop a like on the stream. Alpha allow orange news. Yeah, they do. Right, cool. Luke, can you check your bias for UJ? Yeah, no worries. Daily CLT on GU, yeah. What's good? You well? Yeah, I'm all good, man. All good. Had a good weekend. Rejuvenated. Football was on, which was nice. Arsenal played terrible, but we won because it was Man United. Man United are 15th again. Gokeres looked like he had fucking planks of wood under his socks. Someone said he played football like he was trying to smuggle floorboards out of home base. Can you check your bias for EU? Yeah, no worries. Mr. U 0.5 pip. Unlucky, bro. GJ buys. Right, I'll check GJ and UJ. I was thinking to short UJ. Cool. A few people talking about it. Yes, bro. What you saying, RJ? Family stream's not lagging. It's a miracle. Trust me, boys. We are pattern now. The Wi-Fi's unreal. Quality's unreal. We're not going to be lagging. We're going to be sweet the whole stream. I could stream for the whole day and we'll be calm. I was thinking of starting like evening streams, to be fair. I was bare thinking this. Like to stream later as well when everyone else streams, where we're basically just going to be doing like essentially like revision and education. We'll have a laugh a bit more, do you know what I mean? I'll probably have a gamble on that. But just something to do in the evenings. Like when all the other streamers stream, it'd be sick if I was just on here and you man could tune in, ask a little bit. Because you man probably all back test, all do stuff like that, do you know what I mean? I could help some of you back test, I could call some of you lot, it'll be good. And I think a lot of people be more active to interact, maybe. I'm bugging, I was trying to move your cursor with my mouse. Oh mate, I do that all the time when there's like a hair on, no, not a hair, like the I do that sometimes when people on TikTok, their name's got like a hair on it and you go to move it. The clippers do that as well. Boys, if you're one of my clippers, try and find out how you can put a little hair on the screen, because that always gets me. What's the other one? The battery low on YouTube. That's got to be one of the most, like, I don't even know what the word is. But you know when you go to turn down someone's battery and it's just a YouTube video. Am I the only one who does that? Guys, I've got a question. I'm funded with FTMO, looking at Alpha after being capped at 1%. My Q is only trade Euro USD, but I've heard Alpha bans you from Orange News. FTMO has a clear restricted area, Alpha don't. Now, they don't ban you for that, bro. They don't ban you for that. Am I seeing new webcam? Yeah, new webcam, RJ. Come on. Good morning, Doresco. What you saying? All right, let me look at some other pairs, GJ and UJ, because a lot of people... let me check UJ first, because people saying buys, people saying sells. Okay, now, yeah, I'm going to start with the yen basket first and foremost and see what we... Just basically see what our bias is, see how it's gone since then. So, yeah, me personally, I'll be looking to sell it on a bias basis. I mean, you just got to look at it. Let's look at the last 20 weeks. Weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the last 20 candles, we've got 7 have been bullish, 13 have been bearish. The bigger ones have been bearish. We currently have that bearish CRT, as you can see on the weekly. That's another bearish confluence. You can see the most recent momentum and trend has also been bearish. So yeah, for me, I'd definitely be looking for overall sells on that. We've got our CRT target as well. I know we had weekly CRT to the upside, annoyingly, which to be fair might even be... No, I don't think we will, to be fair. Filled that imbalance, so we should come down to this low right now. So we should be low in the yen basket this week. I mean, we've had a proper old retracement now. EU just hit Friday 50, nice. Who's looking at EUG buys? Right, people's looking at GJ buys. Alpha allows Orange News, yeah they do. Trading gold. I'm not today, bro, but let me know what you're looking at and I'll take a look at it. Liked, big up, bro, Aussie trader. It's only because I saw someone on TikTok complaining they got banned off Orange News. Yeah, they shouldn't do, bro, unless they just use a different like news thing that says the red folder news is orange when it's just not. Like they don't know ban orange. Mate, I don't like shit like that. I really don't. Like, I don't understand how people trade New York session when there's news like 50% of the time. Like, I really actually don't understand it. So it would really annoy me, yeah, if all them oranges you couldn't trade, I'd have to notice that, and yeah, it's not the case, so don't worry. I'll check GJ in just a sec, boys. Could EG be a potential sell? Right, let me check GJ before we forget, actually, because probably will forget. I mean, yeah, GJ, again, I'm bullish on GJ. I'll be looking to buy. Right now, we're looking nice for sells, though. I can't lie. The way the Asia session's setting up, it's looking nice for sells. But if we look on the daily time frame, what's happened? I can see definitely moving to the upside. All right. Got that CRT has been completed at the low. Well, we manipulated the low and moved to the high. Oh, my. Manipulated the low and moved to the high. See that there? Since we did that, you can see we had a bit of a heavy retracement into that older block, but almost an instant recovery. Then back down to mitigate probably our older block really, here, to mitigate our other order. But that was a lovely trade we had on live, by the way, boys. If you got in on that, dubs to you. Fuck's sake. Fuck. So we're coming off that older block right now. We're just having a bit of a retracement. Probably into this hourly. Hourly order block there, we've just tapped into. Also, taking out that low. Is that 4 hour? Yeah, so that move there has basically been completed. That manipulation move of this candle. And we've played out like that. So I'm not glad we'll be bullish, even though right now we're looking... I know some people's probably going to be selling off this order block. I know some people are going to be selling off here. And there's nothing really that wrong with that. But for me, I'd be more looking at buyers, to be fair. We do want an inversion, though. That is one thing we definitely do need, because right now we're just moving off this. We've had an inversion of this 5 minute, I suppose, but it's that order block that we really want to see, because we could definitely move down off that. If you was getting in right now, if you wanted to get in off the Asia liquidity grab right now, and take a bit more of a risk on it, I suppose, then yeah, I would just live execution the buyers right now. I'd live execution the buyers right now. But don't overcomplicate it. Literally something like that. Remember, don't be induced by a few big candles. That's an important thing. The thing I genuinely don't like though is it's these order blocks here. To be fair, it's this order block and then that 5-minute one, which do look like they could very much play out. And we got. I mean, let's be real. There are a few bearish confluences that could be said. I mean, we could say we've had a failure to break this high, followed by a strong rejection. We've pretty much recovered from that up to this order block. And then we've had a sell-off, right? Could easily say that, but I mean, it's one of them. That's what a lot of pairs are like right now. We're seeing it's not being overly clear, just purely because we've sort of been stuck in the same range for a while. You can see normally we'd go up, come down and break out of it, but you can see it's been a little bit up, down, up, down, up. Do you know what I mean? But not actually breaking anything. So that's what I'd say on GJ. I personally look for buys, and again, you want to stick with the trend. The trend's your friend. We're moving up. We have been moving up, so you want to prioritise buys. Do you know what I mean? And that's a big thing, boys. Trust me. If you just go with the overall trend, you're probably going to be right a lot more times than you're wrong. But yeah, as I said, that order block would be the one for me that would just put a bit of a sour taste in my mouth. If I missed any comments, send me a message. You still passing counts, bro? I'm going to need one this month. Yeah, bro, send me a message, man. You should do a psychology video. What psychology, RJ? Probably, to be fair, about moving break even. That's what a lot of people always like. Just bitching for views on TikTok, lol. Wait, what? Okay. You should do a psychology video. Evening streams will be good. It's good to go over what happened on the day. Yeah, trust me, bro. Yo, Lou, what time would that be like, Lou? Like 7 p.m. streams. Yeah, that's a good idea. Nice. Check UJ. To be fair, GJ looks better to me than UJ. I know you like to hear it, Lou. You deserve to hear it after the lengthy wait. New setup looks and sounds class. Appreciate that, Jed. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate you liking the setup. Yeah, big up to Stu. Not gonna lie, he picked out most of this shit. Other than the webcam, really, most of it was of Stu's choosing. So fair play to Stu. Big up Stu. Big up Jed. Do US 30 and NAS 100 analysis, bro, please. No worries, H2O. Let me know what you're looking at first. Boys, if you're asking me to analyse a pair, tell me what you're looking at first so I can try and look at it through your lens. Because bear in mind, I'm looking at a pair that I've more time never trade, and you lot probably trade it all the time. So give me a brief idea of what you're looking at, and then I'll go from there. Do you still use law of effort, Lou? I've been going through the mentorship. Now EG has got. Yeah, I do use law of effort, bro. When it's appropriate. Fucking hell, EG is flown. Yeah, that's the daily true open though for you. As soon as we close, look. Reject. As soon as we get below it, fuck. You can see though. Clear rejection off the daily true open, and then the move. EG DTO is a very, very good strategy. GG for Monday, 4.2% on EU played. Lovely teas. Alright, teas, send it to Profit, bro, and at me. Send it to Profit and at me so I can have a look, bro. Anyone who got into a winning trade today, send it to this section of the Discord, the Profit section. Send it to the Profit section and at me on there. And I'll have a look and pick some of you lot up. Will you enter this trade? What trade, bro? What trade are you talking about? GJ? I'm not looking to short GJ from the 50-minute FEG near DTO and fails into the OT. Yeah, Ralph, I do see shorts and longs both look nice, but for me, you want to go with a trend. And the main thing, that's a good thing with having a strategy. A lot of people have bias and stuff, but they don't have a trend. So they get to this scenario where it's like, it looks kind of bear, it looks a little bearish, looks a little bullish, but it's like, what do you do? How do you actually, this is where your psychology will kill you, unless you've got a strategy. In which case you can see what's happening. With us, we have a strategy if we take the Asia low and reverse, or we have a strategy if we have a sell-off and then have another sell-off. So that is where the DTO, daily true open continuation, comes in. When we have a move like this, price goes up, 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 up into the DTO and then has that sell-off, right? Or the Asia liquidity, where we take the Asia low and then price aims for the Asia high. So we take the Asia low and then we rally up to the Asia high. Now the good thing about us and in our mentorship, we have Asia liquidity strategy and we've got the daily true open strategy. And we have also, we've basically got 40 case studies. So we'll make a video on all the concepts in the strategy and a video on the strategy itself. But then we have over 40 case studies where we've caught these two strategies live. So you're going to go back and watch it. They're 20 minutes long each. You're going to watch them and know our strategy to the T. On top of that, we're live in the morning every day. And we're always covering what it's looking like it's most likely going to be. Is it most likely going to be Asia liquidity? So a reversal essentially. Or is it most likely going to be a daily true open, which is a continuation essentially? And that's every single day. So yeah, you need a strategy is what I'm trying to say, boys. You need a strategy that you can apply to the markets in times where it's a little bit uncertain. So like here, for example, like, is this an A plus buy setup? No. But has the Asia low been swept? Yes. Has there been an inversion? Yes. So that's literally it. Like, and you haven't got to overthink it that much. Unless we go on the higher time frame and it's like horrendously bearish, then we'll be like, cool, I'm not going to get into this long. But yeah, that's why it's good to have a strategy, man. Like an actual strategy, not just a liquidity sweep, change of character entry. That's not a strategy. So I can smell pot noodle. I have to check if one of my psychopathic kids just made it. Hey buddy, appreciate you for teaching me the Asia liquidity strategy. Really changed my life now. Now a funded trader working for a payout. Let's go, bro. Let's go. W to Farah, man. Let me screenshot that. W to Farah. Why isn't it letting me screenshot? Sweet. But big up everyone in the comments. UJ Schultz from Alder Block. But why was it invalidated? It's not invalidated, bro. It's definitely not invalidated. I mean, it could still play out. As I said, it really does look like it will play out, but you just got to go with the higher time frame trend and your strategy on this one and hope that that you're right. We've had a big sell-off already, so we'll see. Obviously, JPY pairs are a bit different as the Asia session tends to have like a big move either down or up like this. Get rid of these. Like down or up like these. But you can see this Asia session actually pretty much fully accumulated until obviously 7 when we had the manipulation. So it does look like manipulation. Either that's manipulation or, mate, we're going to have a very, very bearish day for the pound. Because this is a heavy sell-off at 7 AM. And it didn't happen over Asia. We waited till 7 and then selling off. So surely if we're so bearish that we'd have that move overnight as we typically do. Right, if we're so bearish. We'll see. Again, manipulation moves a little bit better, which is why JPY is not one of my textbook pairs. But I know a lot of you man trade it, so let's hope this one can play out. Good balance for breakfast. Yeah, trust. To be fair, I was reading Stu's comment. I don't have kids myself. Do you take both ALG and DTL? Do you stick to one? Take both, bro. ALG, I'll trade more, but yeah, definitely stick to both. All Asia sessions were nice accumulation last night. Yeah, trust. Even this, literally, even JPY pairs, that's when you know. Like if a JPY pair's accumulating, that's how you know shit's got real sideways. Again, yeah, nice sell-off. I mean, the entries was hard because we didn't tap into the DTO, but it is what it is. If we come into this 8-hour daily, 8-hour order block there, you can see tapped into. I probably shouldn't have done that. Not gonna lie, it was a mad open though, so. The opens pretty much did the manipulation for us on EG. I'm leaving EUGU right now because both of them are a little bit untouchable. If I missed any comments again, boys, just put them in again. Bro, I can't lie, moving break even ain't even the issue. Main ones are patience, not closing in drawdown, then seeing if it goes up, then re-entering, then closing in drawdown and repeat. Closing early in profit and then it hits DP. Yeah, basically to hold till the fall, to hold to your stop loss or to hold to your TP. How to do that? Yeah, that is valid. That is valid. It's basically the same thing. It's all really the same thing. It's just the fear of losing and realising the only way to combat that is realising you're not chasing perfection. You're chasing profitability. We're not trying to be profitable every week. You know? I mean, well, really we are every week, but we're not trying to be profitable with every trade. Right, we're not trying to win every trade. It's so important. How many man we got in here? There best be over 100 man in here. I'm going to while out and start smashing things up in my room. And the first thing's going to be this monitor, boys. Alright, 1, 3, 4 man in here. Let's go. Chat, do we hit 200 man this week? Let me know in the comments. Do you reckon we can hit 200 man? I'm going to be grafting to get these 200 man. I'm going to be bringing out these YouTube vids. You, man, by the way, if you... just send me a DM in it. If there's a YouTube video, that's a good idea. That's a very good idea, RJ. So if you man actually have any good YouTube video ideas you think will be good, then send me a message in it on Discord or something. I've got a cool idea for YouTube series though. It's gonna be a really cool idea for like a video series. I'm not gonna tell you, man. I'll tell you after the live. I think you'll find it sick. But yeah, you man, I'm gonna bring one of them out this week, and then I'm gonna make it a bit of a series. Another issue is really wanting to trade and losing money because you shouldn't have traded. I thought he was bearish. What's that on, bro? For what, Tony? UJ short from order block, but why was it invalidated? Oh, UJ short. What do you mean? I don't get really what you mean. What do you mean? Why did it get invalidated? Because the market's bullish, not bearish. I don't know what you mean. Yeah, let me know what you mean, bro. I'm a little bit confused at that. Big up to everyone in here, though, boy. Do you reckon we can hit 200 man? We're going to hit 200 man this week. Fuck it. It's not even do you think we will. We are going to hit 200 man. 100%. By the power of God and Jerome Powell, we will hit 200 man today. Not today, this week. I feel the only way to learn is to lose money and be sad. That is it, bro. That's it. That's the thing with our game. And that is actually, like, long story short, why so many people don't make it. Because, like, a lot of people can't stand being this sad and broke for the longest time. It's like, with trading, it's one of those things. It's like you're so far until you're there. It's like with trading, anyone who's actually made it profitable can relate to this, but it gets to the point where you feel like you're way overachieving for what you're earning. Like, you've educated yourself so much, you're this close to being profitable, but you're seeing £0 from it. £0. You're seeing zero. You've dedicated like 100 hours now to this craft, like not even more than that, every day for like the last 2 years or year or whatever it's been. You've been grinding, you've been grafting, and you've made zero. And not a lot of people can like hack being sad and broke for that long whilst working really hard, which is why they drop off. And then you get that 5% that stay because they think, you know what, fuck it, I've started, I'm finishing. As Trump said that one time, there's a lot of quitters, mate. Just don't quit. There's winners and quitters, boys, in this life. Winners and quitters. Winners and quitters in this life. Trading's no different. Obviously, if you're like woefully bad at trading and you've got like maybe one finger, then yeah, you're probably going to be cooked. But for the most part, it's just winners and quitters. Would you enter this GJ trade? If it was one of my pairs, bro, then yeah, definitely. But obviously, my psychology is very specific. Any specific rules for DTO entries? We like to see imbalances. That's a big one. So, like the CU one, we like to have an imbalance there. Obviously, the higher time frame is similar to the age of liquidity. Basically, what we like to see is a clear, like, micro accumulation almost above the daily true open. and then a clear sell, leaving an imbalance and order block just like this around it. I mean, like, you'd have to have somewhat of a bearish bias anyway. I mean, as we add on, like, for example, as I said, we're not massively bearish. I had a bearish bias, but didn't want to instantly sell. Reason being, as I said, is because I'm bearish, but most recently the trend's bullish and the weekly trend's bullish. And it's a Monday, so I don't want to be an idiot and fucking fade a massive long trend with a short on Monday just because I think we're bearish, which I do, and I may well be correct, but that doesn't mean that I'm not stupid. Do you know what I mean? I'm correct a lot, but I'm not smarter than logic itself. So I may want to short right now, but I'm at least going to wait till Tuesday. I'm not going to fucking kill myself on a Monday. But yeah, let's say you did have that bearish bias, so then you had a reason to think that it was going to come down. And then, yeah, what I mean by the micro accumulation, let me show you. So like this, you can see. So basically, you can see it's... Oh. Let me lock this. So you can see the daily true open starts there. And you can see above, we just really accumulate, right? We're just accumulating. Look how slow the momentum is. This is basically a period of accumulation. This whole period here is just a period of accumulation, right? But the main thing you want to see with it as well is price interacting with it, right? So you want to see that this is actually important. You want to see price interacting with it. So for example, right, accumulation, and we tap into it and we move higher. Bit more accumulation. You can see we're accumulating there, we're accumulating here. I'm not going to circle every little patch of accumulation, but this is the general thing we look for. So daily true open starts, accumulation, and interacting with the DTO, interacting with the DTO, interacting with the DTO, interacting with it, right? Rejecting off it, and also the accumulation, When we have that is when we're basically looking for that nice sell-off, right? Again, we don't have to out-predict the market. We don't have to say, oh, this is definitely going to play. No, what we're doing, we're just going to wait, right? You just wait for price to then make that move below the daily true open. Once it's made that move, we just get in on the retap of it, like that, and then you get the sell-off. That's basically how the DTO strategy works. So yeah, I know there's a few members I've seen in the chat already who caught this, so very happy with you, man, catching that, because that's a really, really nice trade. Really, really nice trade. But yeah, that sort of patch of price before is quite significant. Pound's getting stronger. All right, yeah, we need to basically move past this imbalance if you're in GJ. This is the main trade right now. Let me know anything else. Boys, I'm not ignoring any comments, so just let me know. Let me know. Let me know. We tapped into the 4-hour equilibrium on GU or EU. Yeah, no, I'll have another look at EU, to be fair. That is nice. We're in this. There's only really one significant imbalance in this price. We've just tapped into it. GU as well. We've tapped into that imbalance. So I'm not gonna lie. This is why this chart's very, very awkward right now. Very awkward. And again, this is why right now. What do I think? Like deep down, like this is another thing with trading, boys. It takes a while to sort of humble yourself. Like deep down, if I'm honest with you lot in the chat, I think we're gonna be bearish. Deep down, I think we're going to be bearish, right? I think we're going to come off this order block. I think this is a rejection off of this liquidity point. We're going to fill this imbalance, sorry, not on order block, fill this imbalance, and then come down and then complete that CRT. That's what I think is going to happen. Deep down, that is genuinely what I think is going to happen. But I may think that all I want, but I don't know that that's going to happen, do I? I don't know that. My psychology will lie to me. The market won't. So what am I going to do? I'm going to trust the market instead, right? I'll look at it on a general sense. On the daily, of the last 10 candles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Only 2 have been bearish, right? The other 8 have been bullish. If we go on the weekly, out of the last 20, whatever it's been, right? Even the last 2, very bullish, right? It's like, I can have an idea in my head, but then I'm not going to fade the market itself. The market's in a bullish trend. Like any nerd can see that. I mean, any idiot can see that. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't fade longs as much as I think we're going to go short. I wouldn't fade them. So yeah, I would potentially look for longs around here more than I'd look for re-entries in shorts, just due to that. Remember, your trading is going to be so much better when you're fighting a downhill battle. Fight a downhill battle. What I mean by that is make it easy for yourself. Buy in these scenarios, right? Because more chances than not, you're going to be right. If you would have bought in any times here, yeah, there was that nice sell there, for example. But it's going to be easier if you buy. Let's just be real, right? The trend is your friend is such a true thing. But I feel like a lot of you, man, on here don't really use it. Like, every time, it's always... Like, this is not for everyone, but this is just, like, some people I see, they'll be like, oh, we're seeing this, we're seeing a daily FVG, It's like, boys, just look at the trend sometimes. It doesn't always, not every day it's got to be, oh, we got this. Literally, internal, external, CRT, and use the trend. You haven't got to do every analysis till the sun comes home. What is that the saying? Till the cows come home. On the lower time frame, just got to have a general sense of what you're going to do, what your approach is going to be. So, for example, my general approach is ideally look for buys, and then you just wait for your strategy, either DTO or ALG, to provide that long for you, and that's it. And that is literally it. What imbalance is this on the higher time frame? Just fucking massive 4-hour one. Again, the only problem is there's not really any fifth, like the imbalance we'd want to see inverted is this one, which obviously is just not going to happen. It's this fair value gap here. This is probably what we're going to see price tap into. And then so you're going to have to go off the 5-minute, which is a bit sort of disingenuous, I suppose, because you know it's not really reacting off that anyway. Obviously, the GU. Well, GU's a lot nicer in terms of that, because on the 15-minute, we've got a clear level to close. I just don't like the way I've got so much shit all over the chart. I really don't. Really don't like that. Is that the... No. But anyway, yeah, so we got this to invert. Yeah, 2 secs, chat. I'll read these comments in just a sec. Do you want to re-go over that? Because I know a lot of you, man, were looking at it quickly. Alright, cool. So let's see if we get the close above that. Thing is, though, we've also got the weekly CRT to the downside, which is like... Not weekly, sorry, daily. Daily CRT to the downside, which is low-key. Not too nice, but again, we're only looking for the Asia move, so we could still easily see that Asia liquidity taken. We do have, to be fair, these equal highs. We've got a good amount of liquidity there to be taken if we do buy up and then have that move potentially. Be interesting to see for sure. We've got 20 seconds after this close, so let's wait. Let me get rid of let me go through these comments real quick. I'm going to do them on my phone, to be fair. I just realised it's way easier to see them. Alright, cool. Let's see. Hey Lou, how's trading today? All good, bro. All good, man. What about you? Trade delicious. It's a cool little profile picture. We have inverted that. Yeah, I'll check NAS and US 30 in a sec, bro. In a minute. Best loser wins. You should give every member a copy with their mentorship. It'll be quite sick. I was thinking to do like a mentor, like there's a normal mentorship, then there's like like an elite mentorship or something like that, whatever you call it. But that's like a pack where when you order that, when you get that, not only do you get put in the mentorship, but it will also send you 2 books, which you should definitely read. Obviously a notebook, shit like that, a trading plan, like a physical notebook with trading plan, etc., etc. I think that'll be pretty certain. 143 man in here. Let's get 150 man in here, boys. Tell your nan to get in the stream. You know she needs to catch a banger on GU. What we saying to this GU long? Looks decent, bro. Who's getting in this GU? Let me know in the chat. This trade's still available with price. Is this trade still available with price? Because that's essentially, yeah, bro. Oh, you mean GU below? I can't lie. This is a question for the whole YouTube. But do you boys eat breakfast before trading? No, I don't, bro. I'll be real. I don't. If I do, I'll have like a breakfast bar or something. But I'll just have a coffee. If you have coffee, you don't want to eat anyway. And then I'll just have like a big lunch. No more swing day after day, Lou. You'll hit diamonds. One more swing day after day, you'll hit diamonds. Trust me, Josh. Do you like having that hunger? Yeah, it's not really for that. It's just like I don't know. Just don't really get around to it in the morning. Having like a breakfast. I love like a bit of fruit or something, but like a breakfast bar. It's a very big stop. Yeah, you're going to have a really tight stop loss, which I wouldn't really want to have, so I'd just move the entry down, to be honest. Yo, quarter nice 2RR on EG sales. ALG is a must for sure, bro. For sure, Lloyd. Drift King. In GU shorts, what do you think, bro? Yeah, for me, I wouldn't be looking to get in GU shorts right now, but if you are, then just hold, bro. Just hold. I'm the cream of the crop. I rise to the top. Don't know what made you say that, Stu, but best psychology lessons if you quit, you're gay. Exactly. GU, Stubby. Where's Kevin at, bro? He's definitely changed his name and he's just lurking in the Discord now. Definitely. Are you still passing accounts, bro? Yeah, man, Dougie, send me a DM on Discord, bro. When's the weekend? I pray for Monday, and when it's Monday, I pray for Tuesday. Oh, mate, that is it, man. But that's what you got to be careful of as a trader. Don't just fuck yourself on Monday. Don't use all of your week's allocation on Monday. It's just not good. What is a daily draw open? It's the 5 a.m. opening price, bro. Got a limit on GJ. Stop loss on the top of that wick near DTO. Fair play. Fair play, Ralph. EU hit SL on a buy I took for Asia low. Me and inverted FEG. Why wouldn't you have got him? On EU, right? So let me show you why I wouldn't have got in on EU. First of all, it's really the inversion, bro. We didn't have an inversion to get in. You might have gone off the 5 minute, but again, this is what I was sort of saying. You want to look when you've got a leg like this. You need a little bit of critical thinking. All right. This right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You do not want to use these for your imbalances. This is way too messy. You've got a FVG there. You've got an FVG down there. You've got little propulsion blocks or whatever the fuck you call them there. You've got all the blocks up here. It's way too messy. You don't know what we're going to react off. How you know the price is going to react off it is you go on a time frame and there'll be one fair value gap. And you know price is going to move to that. With this, it's like, there's this. So even if we move past this, what does that even tell us? Because we know we're going to tap into this anyway, which is the more premium of the fair value gap. And then going to move. So, with that being said, I would have gone up in the time frames to see what the true one was. Then I would have looked at this leg and seen, all right, now when I make it a bit bigger, we've got 1 candle, 2 candle, 3 candles, 4 candles. Right, only 4 candles in the whole leg. And we've got this imbalance here on the 15. It's a bit wonky off. To be fair, it's probably there on the 30 as well. No, it weren't. But yeah, this on the 15. like that, or even if you didn't want to use that premium, even this one on the 15, because it's still, I suppose, a decent fair value. And you can see neither of these was actually inverted. Neither of them was actually inverted. So that's what I would have done there, bro. That's what I would have done differently, just personally. It's going to be hard to get tapped into this because we're going to need a big retracement. I mean, 5 pips to here could happen, but we need about 10. So for the RR. You reckon EG back to DTO? A lot of people trading very different pairs right now. Normally it's the same pairs, but for me now, I don't think so, bro. There's nothing really telling us we're gonna. We've tapped into this imbalance right here. I think we're coming to this CRT low. We'll go on a 1 minute, see what price is actually done for you to think that. Problem is EG does this shit, and there's nothing we've really done here. If you actually look at the range, right, there's nothing out of the ordinary we've done. We've got swing high. Oh. We've got a swing high here. And we've got a swing low here. So all price is doing is it's made its low. It's retraced up into the premium. Right, into the premium. And now it's selling off towards this low. So we haven't seen anything massively significant, bro. It's important. You don't just see like one 5 minute candle and think, yeah. If we actually look as well. Remember, imbalance is going to be your key, boys. As I said, the range highs there. Range lows there. What do we have right at the premium? 5 minute fair value gap. Let me read the chat real quick. Staying drunk on your vine, the angels up in the clouds. Right? Oh, is that the song? So ordinary, staying drunk on your vine. 12-ounce steak for breakfast for me. Nom nom nom. Fucking hell. It's a breakfast of Vikings, that is, if I've ever seen one. If I've ever seen one. G, you about to invert his 15. Oh shit, I'm bare old in the chat. Hang on. DJ trade still available? Yeah, bro. Nah, bro, out of stock. Oh, fairs. Is it wrong to be bullish on UJ, bro? Bearish, sorry, wait. Is it wrong to be bearish on UJ? I mean, not really, bro. I mean, it's up to you. It is obviously up to you. On the higher time frame, in my opinion, the yen basket is bearish. So pairs like UJ, you are going to want to buy, in my opinion. But if you're talking about actual today with the age of liquidity grab, yeah, I'll be honest, but it's really hard to tell right now with GJ. It's because the Asia session is nothing like what it was normally like. You just wouldn't, I mean UJ, sorry, it's nothing like it's normally like. Again, we're probably going to fill this fair value gap and move higher. That's what we can hope for if you are in longs. What we don't want is obviously we've taken these highs and then for price to just go even lower now. But again, we could do that. We definitely could do that. Like UJ's one I wouldn't be trying to trade. It doesn't look the best in any capacity versus GU actually does look decent to some degree. We got 20 minutes of the close. Be nice if we can have a candle close below this 8 hour. Oh, to be fair, we've got 4 hours left of that. It doesn't even fucking matter. Alright, chat, what we saying? What time do you start streaming in the morning? Basically around 8, bro. Around 8, 8 or 9. Whenever the market's looking at its best. Looking like I'm ready to take trades. So just turn notifications on, bro, and be ready at 8 a.m. GU ain't for me. Fair play. Stop's got to be too big for... Or entry really low. Yeah, exactly. It's the likelihood it was tap in is low, but we'll see. I think it's just going to go without us. Yeah, most likely. GU has a 1 hour at DTO to go and fill at least. Yeah, it should fill that. It's annoying, man. It's one of those ones. It's one of those ones where we just know we're really not going to get tapped in. I mean, low-key unlucky. But again, the direction, if you get the direction right, you can't be too angry at that, boys. Can't be too angry. Let's look at GJ, a pair that is actually in. I'd rather look at EU than G, to be fair. Fair play, MH. Fair play. Why is that? Got a limit on GJ from 50-minute FVG. Stop loss on the top of the week of the next week. So your entries here around the DTO. Yeah, that is a nice entry around the DTO. It is. If we come up that high. There's a nice entry around the DTO. Got this high to hit, in my opinion. So I think sells are a little bit unlikely, but we'll see. We will see. I wouldn't mind it rallying to that point anyway, because that will still be a nice, like 25 pips. That's good for the London session. 25 pips is strong for the London session. What did you take a trade on? Nothing yet right now. Yen basket plummeting a bit. What the fuck? Just as we thought though, bro. Just as we thought. 1 minute, 1 hour FEG on GU. Yeah, that's what we should be coming up to. That's what we should be coming up to. I mean, obviously it's in line with that DTO as well, so I'd be interested if anyone's trying to sell from there. Let me get rid of this right now, because be interesting to see. It's nice rejection. It's just the way this 4 hours about to close. Like, it's just crazily bullish. Crazily bullish. Like, all things considered, that hourly looks lovely for a short. I mean, we're coming off of a higher time frame imbalance. Coming off of a 4 hour imbalance. We've just filled. You scale down, you can see. Tapped into the imbalance, filled it. Had that rejection. Got a clear fair value gap around the DTO. So the entry's there as well. Not gonna lie, yeah, so it's a decent entry for a short. This is the thing, boys. This is why taking a trade today is low-key risky, because it's giving us so heavily both confluences. It's just mad. But yeah, that's why I would go. That's why I prioritise the long though, really, because as I said, what we said earlier, we got a strategy, so we're just gonna stick to that strategy. So as much as the sells from the DTO do look nice, I would have prioritised the long right there. So, is what it is, chat. Is what it is. Let's wait for this GJ though. It's the pair that I'm actually interested to see. If you take a trade, will you post it in signals? Yeah, bro, for sure. For sure. How many likes we got in there? 33 likes in there. Big up everyone watching. Any other pairs that you're in, let me know. Any other pairs you're in, let me know. Wait. AUDUSD. Yeah, again, as we said, we was looking for sells on AUDUSD. When we get in the premium now, so right now I'll be long until we get in the premium. Once we get into the premium, this top 50%, so you can see on the daily, basically, we've had a few change of characters to the downside. So you can see we swept the highs here. Swept the highs, broke the low. So now we're in this bearish leg here. So we really should see leg, retracement, next leg. So we should just be retracing for that next leg. You can see we did retrace into the premium there, into the daily fair value gap. Had a nice, well, a lovely reaction really off that daily fair value gap. Closed below it, as you can see. Wicked through. Also took the wick of the previous high, which is lovely. So yeah, another basically bearish leg there on the 4 hour. So we break that down. And then this is the 4 hour leg we're currently trading in. So obviously we want price to continue up into the premium of that 4 hour leg. And then sell off to the low of the daily. So right now, again, I'll just be looking for buyers up until that point. Buyers up until that point. And to be fair, Asia sessions is actually looking nice as well. You've got this clear sweep. Not only have we had the first sweep, so we had the first sweep here, we also had the secondary sweep, which is nice. It shows all the early buyers would have got stopped. Because we didn't, to be fair, we didn't actually sweep it, we literally closed on it. So a lot of early buyers that would have bought here, not knowing about the Asia liquidity strategy, would have got cooked. And now everyone's out ready for us to get in. So yeah, 50%. Stop loss on the low. It's not actually that big. It's only 7 and a bit pips, which is fine. And then, yeah, again, it's just the RR again, man. It's just the RR again. You could probably aim for this, but to be fair, it's only 15 pips. Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. You could definitely do that. Yeah, it's a Monday, man. So the markets are all like a little bit good, 50% good, 50% shit, pretty much. Is how the market is right now. That's how it is right now. Are you similar to GU? Yeah, trust me, bro. Trust me. I've just started a 50k alpha challenge. How long you think will take you to pass with the signals? However long it takes, bro. It depends how much you're risking. I don't know what the account means to you. The way our mentorship works, or our signals works, is we essentially we let you decide. So we'll send not loads of, but we'll send low risk trades in. And what we aim for on that is 5% a month. We normally get more than 5% a month if you take the riskier trades as well. We normally hit like 10 something percent. But if you're just taking the high quality, low risk setups, you're probably going to pass in about a month, maybe a month and a bit. What we really recommend, or what I would personally do, is tune into my lives every day. Take the low risk ones, but also some of the higher risk ones. Watch my live, listen to what I'm saying about them, and take them as well. If you're live funded, then that's when you really want to be completely and utterly low risk, and you only want to take in our signals. The GJ ain't left. GJ left without me. GJ ain't left shit. I think he's in sales. But yeah, ain't left shit. As I said, I don't know why you'd short from anywhere else, to be fair. I know that fair value gap's nice, but that 15-minute order block just looks devilish. We'll see. We're still above entry. We'll see how it does. As I said, no point having shit psychology. Order block may be too strong. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Order block might be a little bit too strong. We got the close is going to be big, though. The close is going to be big. The candle close will be important. Let me check the Discord, see anyone. Chart check or profit chat. What have we got in chart check? Oh, we've got members getting funded. Big up Jay Silla. Oh, JR got a 2R and EG. Lovely. Asia High Turk. Retest of fair value gap. Lovely trade there from JR. ALG. Yen basket probably pumping. Taking GU probably. GU tapping in. Let's have a look. It don't look like it's not tapped in just yet. I mean, ideally you'd enter off that feather. I mean, again, it's one of them ones. There are two types of people in this world. You've got this person. Or you've got this person. Let me know, chat. What one are you? What one are you out of these two? Basically what it is would you rather risk not getting tapped in but only get good RR and a good stop loss, or higher chance of getting tapped in but higher chance of stop loss. So this one, higher chance of stop loss. This one, higher chance of not getting tapped. No entry. One of them. I'll personally say I'm this trader. But I suppose it depends really, doesn't it, on the setup and that. But yeah, I would be the one on the right, me personally. 10 mins till the end of the transfer window / kill zone. Yeah, right. We need to start referring to it as that, to be fair. Deadline day. Deadline day in 10 minutes. With the riskier trades be put in live positions on Discord. Yeah, Jesse, man. So the riskier positions are put in the Forex chat. So there's Forex, there's Signal chat, which is the lower, Forex chat, or Forex signals, whatever the fuck it's called. Forex signals. That's where all of the low risk ones are. And then you've got signals chat, which is higher risk. Then you've got live positions, which are just ones we've had on the live. So it's really recommended that you come on the live, see what I say about them, see what I recommend, and then go from there with the live positions. But yeah, they will be more risky. No entry all day. Second person to have better psychology and not FOMO. Yeah, I agree, bro. That's true. EG was nice, but wasn't inverting the 5 min before 8 entries. I didn't take EG. Fair play. I think some people got enough to change your character. But yeah, I'd personally be more this trader. But we'll see. Maybe this trader will cook me today. Let's see. We'll draw them both out, but I wouldn't be considering any of them other than this. GJ doing naffle. Nothing for today and tomorrow. That's why it is a bit slow. Moving a bit slow right now. Would you enter this one after 10? Nah, bro. You want to be really strict with your rules. I mean, to be fair, this is... On GJ, it's different, because GJ is a JPY player. That's different. But for GU, I'd definitely stick to the kill zone or the transfer window. That's a good name for it, because that is when actually we do make transfers as well. That's actually a very good name for it. Anyone wants me to have a look at any of their trades that they're currently in, send it into Chart Check, boys, on the Discord, and I'll have a look. Should have a new signal trader joining us this week as well, sending in signals. Trump rules out Ukraine reclaiming Crimea or joining NATO ahead of Zelensky White House. Wait, let's... Let's see what this is saying. You lot can see this, innit? Yeah. Bro, excuse me for being a retard. That is our time, innit? No, it's not. Oh, that's New York time. Eastern Standard Time, yeah. What's ours? GMT, innit? So, bro, so how much... Oh, British summertime. Okay. Fair enough, they did tell us. European leaders will arrive at the White House. Zelensky will be greeted by Trump before heading into a bilateral meeting. Trump greets the European leaders. The meeting between European leaders and President Trump begins. Be aware of that, boys. Be aware of that. Be aware of that. This was before the massive push down. Lou, I don't... Wait, let me read the chat. Let me read the chat real quick. Mate, I love being on this PC, man. I can do so many... It's actually insane. I can have Discord open. I can have other shit open and it not just lag my stream. Like, if I had this much open on my laptop, the stream would be down. Like, it probably wouldn't even be lagging. It'd just be down. Lou, I had a buy limit earlier on EU, but When it got tapped, it deleted my order on MT5. It saved me, to be fair, but do you know why? This was before the massive push down. What prop firm are you on? I don't know why that would have done that, John, to be fair. Yeah, like, what prop firm are you on, and what's the account on? Breaking Richesse sends in a bid of 50 million for young upcoming star, Euro USD. For young upcoming... morning Lou and traders, I'm in GJ Long Lou, what's your bias? You're probably going to be quite happy to see. So ordinary, only laying you down. What is the lyrics of this fucking song? Where is it from as well? Why do I even know this song? Where is it? Where's the chorus, bro? It's the biggest bot song of 2025. Who's Alex Warren? That guy's definitely a created player. Yep. How many Spotify listens has he got? I'm not even logged into Spotify, I don't think. This absolute bot has 54 million monthly listeners. Who is this guy? Who the f... This guy's a created player. I'm sorry. There's not even the same. It's not even the same guy. That guy is a different person to this fucking guy. Is a different person to this guy. And this guy's different as well. It's not the same fucking person for a start. Said 54 monthly listeners. Anyone in this chat heard of him? Has anyone in here heard of him? What is a kill zone transfer window and why should someone trade in that window? Well, basically the kill zone or the newly named, Richesse is renaming it in it. Richesse is renaming it the transfer window. The kill zone is a transfer window. It's basically when the majority of the trades happen. The majority of the big moves happen. So essentially, boys, trading, this used to be way better to say when I was in the office, but trading is like any other business, any other line of work, right? So these markets, you got to think, it's not just this wishy-washy thing like that's floating in the sky. The markets are run by human beings who have a job. Nah, he's AI, mate. I wouldn't be surprised, Jesse, at all. But yeah, so it's just, people think it's this thing in the sky. It's not. It's controlled by real people. It's a profession just like anyone else. People have to do this shit to make it work. It doesn't just happen. This isn't a tree that's growing. This is human creation, right? Therefore, certain things happen at certain times, right? So, for example, if you live in London, like me, when do you do most of your work if you work a 9 to 5, right? Is it when you get there from 7 to 10, or is it from 10 to 12? Because 10 to 12 is when people get their lunch, right? Everyone, no matter what profession they're in, I don't care what you say, everyone does the main body of their work at 7 a.m. to 10, whether you're an office worker, on site, whatever it may be, and then I call 10 to 11, they're the lunch hours. So basically how that ties into trading is the London traders who trade this London market, they get in and at their desk and start trading or whatever they're doing, even if it's the algorithms, if they're really obviously high up and they're not just manually trading. They're going to be doing that at 7, right? They're going to be doing that at 7, 8 and 9 o'clock, right? Up until 10. They're going to get in early. That's the whole point. They've got to get up soon after Asia shuts and way before New York opens so they can get in, trade, or whatever. And obviously, we work a 9 to 5 and we're British. We know what time people wake up. Like, do you see fucking traders on the central line at like, en masse at like fucking 2 a.m? You probably see a few of them, but they all commute at the same time everyone else does, right? So therefore, we only want to get in trades when they're getting in trades because the market's only going to move when like the majority of the institutions are trading. It's not going to move if it's just us guys. It's just going to fucking move sideways. So essentially, every session has its kill zone. It's basically pretty much the 9 to 5 time, not the 9 to 5 time. Sorry, pretty much the like the morning time, basically like the 8 a.m. time first 2 hours of the day, 3 hours of the day. The reason it's 7 is because obviously a lot of countries in Europe are an hour ahead of us. So our 8 a.m. is a lot. Sorry, our 7 a.m. is a lot of countries 8 a.m. So we do 7 to 10. It's essentially when there's the most chance of having moves. It's the same reason why there's not going to be a move, really, is there, at like 10 o'clock at night or fucking 3 o'clock in the morning, right? Because there has to be market participants. And when are the most markets participating? During the London kill zone at 7 to 10 and during the New York kill zone at 12 to 3. So that's what the transfer window is, or the kill zone, whatever. Ranga AI, what's that? What's that? No, he's AI, mate. Luke, do you consider previous week highs and lows as good targets for liquidity grabs? Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely. The close is important, though, not just to sweep. Because a lot of time we'll sweep it, reject, just go higher. And you fade the highs thinking it's a liquidity grab. Fade it, stop loss, fade, stop loss, stop. So you want to wait for a close. It's a bit harder because you've got to wait, but that's it. Ordinary, Eternal, he's really good. What's that Eternal song? He's the one that sings Ordinary that you was just singing now. Yeah, that's why I Googled him, bro. Should I hold my limit on GJ after 10? Yeah, you can hold your limit. I wouldn't, bro. Well, it's up to you, bro. It's GJ. It's not a pair I massively trade. I mean, I would if I was you. Stick to the kill zone at 10. So if you're in, you're in. If not, then don't get in after now. But again, GJ's a little bit different. That's mainly for like the euro, the pound, and the dollar pairs. As I said, GJ, it's an Asia pair primarily. So it's an Asia and London pair. So if news has to come today or tomorrow, you would close prior to that. Yeah. If news, yeah, defo. Lou, you in this GU? I'm not in this GU, bro. No, I don't trade GU. I only ever trade EU and GU and EG, boys. I'll barely ever really trade GJ. Look at GU. It's at that 50%, which is so annoying because that would have been our entry if we could. But as I said, boys, look, this is the ideal entry. So that's what I was basically trying to say with this example. It is either trader 1 or trader 2. Reason being, the entry we actually want, which is 50%, with our stop loss on the low and our TP on the high, the RR is not good enough. The RR is not good enough. Right, it's less than 2 to 1. So we can't do that. We have to do that or that. That's basically what I was trying to say with that one. GJ, yeah, it's just awkwardly moving sideways, isn't it? I mean, you can analyse it again till you're blue in the face, but really, we're just moving sideways, that's it. Just moving sideways. You can see. It's as simple as that, really. Accumulation. Around this order block, but... see how it does anyway, boys. Right, nice. The G trader's actually been tapped in, so we can get rid of the gay trader. Again, I'm not in these, boys, myself, but chat, let me know if you are. Let me know if you are, chat. Are you in any trades now, bro? Look at GU. SOX Ralph, I missed what we said before. Catch you all, have a good one. Sweet Fluxes, have a good one, bro. Do you trade gold? I don't personally, but a lot of the members do. Yeah, that would be your entry right now. This is actually a good entry as well. I'm surprised we actually came down that low. But that is a nice entry. Oh, bro, that Alex Warren guy could walk past me in the street and I would have no idea who he is. What are our thoughts on this? Summary. Donald Trump rules out Ukraine joining NATO. Leaders from at least 5 European countries. Zelensky says he's confident about security guarantees. Earlier, Trump's says Vladimir Putin has agreed to robust security guarantees for Ukraine, including a potential NATO-style defense arrangement. The war in Ukraine was still okay. Well, what do we think about that, boys? What do we think? What's your name on the bomb? I don't gamble, bro. I mean, nah, I gamble. I don't gamble. Should I take this on my challenge? Up to you, Jesse, man. It is up to you. It's a good trade, but it's up to you. I'm currently short AU. I know we took Asia low before that, but before that we took Friday high, which for me is more of a sign we're going. And plus, if you have a confidence, it's fair play, Lawrence. Let's have a look at AUDUSD, to be fair. Let's put it on our thing, because a lot of you fuckers have been trading it recently. To be fair, yeah, that one there that we was talking about would have got tapped in. So who was it who was in it? AU? I can't remember, whoever it was in the chat. Let me know, because that's in now, so we'll see how that does. Let's go to that old GU. Oh wait, let me give you this question actually. Let me give you this let me quickly give you chat this question. I'm gonna type it in the chat, right? It's an anagram. It was on the pub quiz yesterday. Let me show you this. Look at that in the chat, right? That's an anagram for a football player. First and second name. Couldn't get it for the life of me. None of us could get it for the life of me. None of us could get it for the life of us. 120 man in here. Big up, everyone's still here. Isn't Ukraine backed by NATO countries? So if they go to our NATO countries, join, and rest of NATO backs whatever the other NATO countries back. Yeah, but that's why they won't let them join NATO, basically. They won't let them join NATO. Isn't Ukraine backed by NATO countries? So if they go to war... backs over there. Yeah, that is basically, that is one of the main issues, essentially. Yeah, you are right. Let me just show you something. So hard to type on a new keyboard. Now, let me give you lots of game right now. Or you Russia, what about Russia, Ukraine? Bruv, he used ChatGPT for that. He used ChatGPT. No way, bruv, he got that. No way. I've got to take a picture of that. I'm going to do a video, send it to my pal. Bro, how have I given my chat? There's a question. Literally 2 seconds later, 2 people have got it. Fucking hell. I'm sure you used ChatGPT, boys. I'm sure you did. Fair play, RJ and Jim Bob, though. Mums, I didn't use ChatGPT. Fair play. Anyway, let me put you on some game real quick, right? So, basically, why does Russia not want them to join NATO? Why does Russia not want Ukraine to join NATO? If you're clipping, you could clip this because it'll probably get views. Why does Russia not want Ukraine to join NATO? Let me show you why, and the reason why the media won't actually tell you. They'll give you all these bullshit reasons. This is really the reason. So basically, if you look at a map, Russia's warm water ports. These are Russia's warm water ports on a map, okay? So what does that mean? That means if you go on a map of Russia, that means for half of the year, all their other ports freeze, right? Which means they can't get anything out of they can't ship anything out of here. And none of their ports they can use, right? They can't use none of their other ports half of the year because they all freeze, okay? Because it's so cold. Only ones they can use is there's one there and there's one there. Yeah. there, there. Right, it's like there and there or some shit. Basically, it's bordering Ukraine, right? So what that would mean is if Ukraine was to join NATO, then that means they'd put a NATO military base here, right? They put a NATO military base here, which means if Russia was ever really in beef with NATO, they would be fucked because for half of the year they can't get anything in or out the country by sea because there would literally be a NATO port like right there. So it would essentially mean that they'd never be able to. They're defenseless essentially. They'd be able to get starved out in a war easily. They need this. They need this area more than they need anything because if they lose this, they're essentially fucked for half of the year if it ever comes down to it. So they can't afford a NATO base there. So this whole fucking big old war, whatever, is essentially down to these ports here. That's what it's actually about. And people say it's about, oh, this, it's about this, it's about that. It's all bullshit, boys. This is what it's about. It's about this, literally this thing here. That's why they won't let them join NATO. Because if they join NATO, there's a military base there and they can't get shit in or out. So, essentially, yeah. Now you know. Now you know. So that is why Donald Trump rules Ukraine out of joining NATO. That's why that's the first thing. Because they know, as part of peace deal talks, look, deep this as well, because they did say, look, there's gonna be security guarantees, right? Which basically means, and look again, look, robust security guarantees for Ukraine, including a potential NATO-style defense arrangement. So they don't mind like them being sort of connected in a way, but they don't want them to join them because then that gives them free reign to build whatever they fucking want on there. Well, not free reign, but it means they're gonna build a base there, and that's just can't happen for Russia, really, which you can sort of see. Anyway, should I place the limit on GU as it started to go up? Bro, it's up to you, man. You don't want to chase the move. You want to decide, are you getting in or you getting out? Sorry, you getting in or you're not getting in. You don't want to be in this like 50-50 sort of fucking place where you're doubting yourself. I'll just if you're in now, you're in, bro. If you're not, you're not. But yeah, that's a lesson, bro. You just set your limits and hold. That's it. Crimea has yeah, they did say on that as well, Mongo, that they don't want them to where is it? Yeah, look. Trump says Zelensky can end Russia's war if he wants to, but adds Ukraine would not be able to reclaim the Crimean Peninsula illegally annexed by Moscow in 2015. And the other thing is, boys, by the way, is they don't care about what fucking Ukrainian base is. They don't care about that. It's the fact that it's a NATO base. That's the whole point. They can have Ukrainian bases there because who's Ukraine? But they can't have fucking thingy bases there because that means that's Americans there. That's this, that's that. It's basically impenetrable. It's an impenetrable fucking base. But yeah, mate, EU ain't moving for shite. Trust me. Crimea has been on a Russian naval point. Show the trade on your real account. I'm not in a trade, mate, you fucking moron. I just said that, you idiot, mate. People like this, honestly. Show the trade, show you on the real account, show you on the real account, show you on the real account, show you on the real account. Oh my God, show you on the real account. How about you ask a normal question like, are you in the trade? And I will tell you no. Ayub. Spamming my chat like that, demanding. Yeah, EU ain't moving for nothing though, for absolute niche. GU's doing alright though. GU's moving alright. Stop trading demo, bro. Honestly, people, I say this bad times. So sassy. What? How's that sassy? Stop trading demo. Honestly, if I was trading demo, I'd need to give my head a wobble. Like, if you man actually think that I trade a demo account, then like, why would I do that? Why would I? Well, honestly, why would I trade a demo account? But yeah, I'm not in a trade right now, boys. What else you trade? EUG, bro, mainly. Ayub is Albanian for Anus. What does that mean? Anus. I thought Ayub was an Asian name. Only jokingly, not this sassy again. Bro, allow this sassy comments. So when people give lip, You got to give it a bit back. The whole thing when NATO started was from Russia's side was that NATO don't grow encroach on Russia, so it's always been that this would happen if we still move closer by considering. Yeah, that's it. Ukraine joining. That's it. Well, I mean, what it is essentially is it's a game of chicken between NATO and Russia, and it's the ball's now in our court. The ball was in Russia's court, but now it's in ours. We was basically playing chicken, where it's essentially like, well, you don't want us to encroach, but we're going to encroach a bit because it's essentially for them to respond. It's a big thing. Like NATO can encroach pretty easily, and it doesn't really make the news or anything. But that puts the ball in Russia's court because they either firm it or go for a full-out war and invade a country, right? And Russia's sort of checkmated them and been like, yeah, you want to play chicken? I ain't a chicken. Fucking invaded. Like, didn't just say against it. Didn't just this. Literally just fucking invaded. Which are now the ball's in NATO's court. It's like, fuck you. We invaded. What are you going to do? Now you've got to do something. And NATO are showing to not really be too good. Not really be too good. They haven't done anything to diffuse the situation, really. They haven't done anything, to be honest. Not a single thing to diffuse it. The Russia economy is getting better. So the tariffs haven't worked. We've sent them money, which, yeah, like fair play, but the money's essentially just gone to more people dying. It's not really got anywhere. Imagine Russia built an alliance with Mexico after Trump's deported many Mexicans. Would Trump just sit back and allow it low? Yeah, exactly. At the same time, Stu, people love giving this point, but Ukraine's a sovereign state. If it wants to join NATO, it should have the right to. Let's just be fucking honest here. The reason that would never happen is because Mexico wouldn't want to join an alliance with Russia. They know it's better for their people. It's better for the living standards of their people to be affiliated with America. The people want to be affiliated with America, not Russian, which is why they are affiliated with America, not Russian. The people of Mexico would never vote to fuck off America and ally with Russia. It just wouldn't happen because they don't want that. At the end of the day, we live in a democratic world, and as much as I agree that NATO half caused it themselves, well, not caused it, but fucking Putin basically just called their bluff, and it was their bluff. It's a sovereign country, and they want to join NATO. So, I mean, what are you gonna do? Philly Fed Manufacturing Index. Does this have a lot of Philly Fed? I actually have no idea what that is. What is that? Philly. Yeah, true. It's better for their security, but I also can't. No, yeah, no, I get it. But this is the thing. It's like I said, it's just a game of chicken. Like they just literally said, it's like you jab, 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 and then they do something big back, and now you've got to respond. For the longest time, I agree. NATO was jabbing, 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 and basically calling his bluff, saying you ain't gonna do shit, you ain't gonna do shit, and then Putin was like, bang, done something huge, and then, yeah, what the fuck? Oh. Check news on Thursday. Someone said Philly. Yeah, bro, I don't know what about Philly, what you're talking about. I can't see it. I mean, this is just unemployment claims and PMI. Oh, you meant Flash. Yeah. You put Philly. Yeah, I thought you meant like Philadelphia, bruv. But yeah, I mean, think more than anything, the Russia-Ukraine thing doesn't really. All it really shows is the kind of scary inability of NATO to fucking diffuse situations. Check GU Lou Honey. GJ, sorry. Nice, GJ doing well, boys. JPY, sorry, GU. Fuck. Pound pair's doing well right now. Pound pair's doing well. Who's in anything? Let me know in the chat. Obviously, as I said, I'm not in anything myself. Just analysing today. I'll typically be quite healthy on Monday. Moving nice though. Let me know who's in anything. There was a Navy jet deployed over Essex the other day and it caused a sonic boom. Did you hear it? No, I didn't even hear that. When was it? I might have heard it. GU keeps rejecting. Trust me, bro. I mean, the momentum to the upside is definitely a lot better, though. If it is a retracement, we could retap this order block again. If we look at GU, look, the law of effort, big candle up, slow retracement down. So we could even be... want to come even lower, maybe into the body of this order block and then move. Bear in mind, boys, we've got a stop loss the size of... it's not telling me because I can't see the fucking screen. This is the graphics card that does that. I don't know why my graphic... Is it? I'm assuming it's the graphics card, isn't it? Don't know why it does that shit. But yeah, 10 pips. So we've literally entered into your stop loss from the entry. Less than a pip, right? Less than 1 pip. And we got a 10 whole pip stop. So if it's rejecting, don't worry. Because again, it's a leg up. Let me actually draw it on the lower time frame to just show how much you shouldn't really worry about shit like this. Go on the 1 minute just to show you. If you was looking at this, would you rather basically be longing out the top of the range or shorting out the bottom of the range? What would you rather do? Bear in mind the stop loss is at the low. So would you rather... That's essentially what we're seeing. Do you think price is more than likely from now going to break out the high or break out the low? From looking at that. For me, it looks like it's a quick move up and then a retracement down. We may even want to come lower into that. So let's have a look. Yeah, so you can see we've only just about tapped into the 50%. So if we turn on the OTE again, or not again, but if we turn on the OTE, you can see we could easily come down for one more grab. Tapping into that. That I think is the most likely thing to happen, me personally. Saturday, I think it was, RAF Typhoon scrambled to intercept a private jet. Oh, that's sick. I love stuff like that as well. I love whenever the planes go over. I find it sick. They always go over here as well on like VE Day and stuff like that. Saturday, I think it was, RAF Tycoon, yeah, that Typhoon. That is sick. That is sick. So it's a private jet basically in like areas it shouldn't. That is sick, man. Look at that. That is bad boy. How many bombs it can carry, bro? It's like a fucking pencil case. Oh, yeah, that one is cold. I mean, it's not very camouflaged, but actually, no, that one. Yeah, that one's cold. Say, boy, say. What about... Compare that to these. These are gangster. These are proper gangster. These are sick. Look at that, bruv. That is a real gangster sitting in one of them. I don't know what the letters are for, but... Oh, right, it's just a code. Mate, they are 30. How much do you reckon you can buy one of them for? Do you reckon they're rare to find now, or do you reckon you can just buy one for relatively cheap? No man said pencil case. Bro, it does the way there's just so much shit on the bottom of it. I'm in GJ, had a buy limit set on 3-minute FEG, tap at DTO. Fair, oh, you're in shorts. Fair play, bro. I think most of us are in longs, not going to lie. But to be fair, a few people are in the shorts. I'm in GJ from FEG below the entry you marked out. Lovely. Yeah, a lot of people's in GJ, which is nice. GJ 4-hour FEG might call it at the DTO. Fair play. I always say to hold, bro. When I get rich, I'm going to get pilot lessons. Yeah, that would be so cool, man, to be able to fly. That would be so sick. Just got out of GU 50%, 3-minute FEG after 15 minutes. Fair play. Yeah, a lot of people's getting out early, boys. I can't lie. Very, very early. I'm going to sit at GJ because it looks like that's actually making the most moves. We're still rejecting now. We're rejecting still off this 15 minute. We're seeing rejection. We want a solid close. I want to close within this order, like a strong close within this order block, man. Like, do you know what I mean? Strong close within this order block. We don't want a rejection. No, longs, TP at detail. Oh, fair play. Fair play. Yeah, nice. RR's probably going to be a bit low. Oh, no, you got in at the 3-minute IFEG, innit? I don't use the 3-minute time frame ever, really. But, yeah, that's a lovely entry. Don't know if you mean the top one or the bottom one, but... yeah, nice. 3-minute, 50% of 3-minute FEG. Yeah, oh, that was Albi. Longs, TP at detail. Oh, 3-minute FEG. Yeah, la. To be fair, you man got the same entry. Oh, 3-minute FEG. So I think you man got in a combination of this or the inversion. Basically the same point. Fair play though. Fair play. How much does one of these cost? Okay. It's likely to cost 1.2 and 4.5 mil. Yeah, I wouldn't want a Bitzer assembled from various parts. I want original, bro, with battle history and a connection to a famous pilot. Bro, any pilot, they ain't got to be famous. Spitfire IX with 204 hours since restoration and a packed Merlin 26 engine is listed for 3 points. Oh, so it's literally this one as well. So that costs 4 mil. What about a B-23 bomber? What is it, B-22 bomber? They look sick as well. Group buy on a Spitfire. Yeah, mate, we're all going to have to pull our money in for that one, though. We're going to have to pay like 4 mil. Bro, look at that. That's all that it can carry. That's crazy, bruv. Fuck. We haven't even got one of these, have we? So I swear America's the only country that's got one. Why is it that shape as well? Like, what's the... It looks like something out of Star Wars, fully. Wait, they've had it since 1988. Do we have one? Alright, that's ours. I thought only America had one. Oh, no, they're not. Oh, B2. Oh, pretty sick. Heavy rejection now. Heavy rejection still. Hold on one sec. It's the shape for aerodynamics and for stealth. To be fair, yeah, it don't really look like a plane. It just looks like, I don't know what it looks like. To be fair, it's bare unnatural. I feel like you'd notice that. Well, I mean, obviously you wouldn't. I'm chatting shit. You obviously wouldn't notice it. It's the whole fucking point of it. Fair play. We had the Vulcan. What's the Vulcan? Let's see that bitch. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It looks a bit old though. That is cool though. No, that is. It's big though, isn't it? It's a big old plane. Red arrows. Oh, is this the one that flies with the red arrows? I see this. Oh yeah, I've seen this flying over my house, bro. I never knew that's what it was. That is sick. I didn't know it was a war. Well, I sort of did actually know that, but I didn't know it was this. That's cold. Yeah, these fly over my house on VE Day, and by my pub. It's dirty. DXY saying DXY's had this big extension. Should retrace a bit more further into this older block at least. At least. DXY is just moving similar to the other pairs, man. No real clear direction, but yeah, I in my opinion see it going bullish, but the overall trend we can't really fade. The fact is fucking bearish, so. Shape is aerodynamic so it can fly. Yeah, that is cool. August been for me. Yeah, no, it has been pretty dead. August hasn't been as nice as June and July, no way. But that's the point of being a trader, man. It's good to be in the market during these times because you learn how they work. You learn how to make the most of these dead moments, how to not lose, how to not blow accounts, how to just keep ticking through. The Vulcans, what we nuked Washington with twice in skirmishes. Wait, we didn't nuke Washington. Wait, what? Look at Operation Sky Shield one day. Sky Shield one day. With twice. What do you mean we nuked Washington twice? Wait, what? Series of large military scale military operations in the United States and Canada. Alright, that's cold. Look, the Vulcan was designed to carry conventional bombs, but also nuclear weapons in the event of the Cold War becoming hot. Alright, that's a bar. That was a bar. I bet there were so many bars like that about the Cold War back then. Do you think EU will buy during New York? I personally am bearish on EU, but the trend's bullish, so that's why I'm waiting for Monday to really play out before I jump in anything too heavy. I'm personally bearish, but in terms of the trend, you can't really fade the trend. But yeah, for me, I do see this CRT being completed. I think we're gonna, as we took this high, we're gonna trade down into this low. Same with GU. I actually think the bearish CRT on GU is going to be completed as well. On the 15, if you look, we've got this CRT high and we've got this CRT low to trade into. So the most we're really hoping for with this GU will be a little move up and then a move down again. I'm personally bearish, as I said, but it's a Monday and the overall trend and the blatant overall trend of the most recent days has been bullish. So we're not going to fade that. We're not going to be an idiot, right? Oh, we're not going to fade the blatant most recent trend, especially on the 4 hour when we're looking. You can see the 4 hour, the daily, the weekly, even when we go up to the weekly. All bullish, so it'd be stupid of us to really fade by him, even though I'm personally bearish. We'll wait till at least Tuesday to try and fade such a strong trend. GJ doing fucking piss all. If I'll probably jump off soon, boys, because the pairs are moving mad slow right now. There's not really much I can say about them either. Operation Black Buck was the famous Vulcan mission. You man know your shit. Black Buck was on the Falklands. Sky Shields was against USA. No, what it says something different though. It said it was by the USA. This is a series of 3 large military exercises conducted in the United States and Canada by North American air defences. Or maybe we helped. I'm assuming it's this, when Britain nuked America twice. Okay, fucking hell, it's the same video. I'll watch that. I've never heard about that. No, actually never heard about that. I never knew that happened. And we got Vulcans above Washington twice undetected. Jeez, mate. Well, we can do anything, I'll be honest. If we wanted to, we could probably take over the world again. We're just in our chilled out era right now. No, read into it. Fair play, I will. Well, who was we defending against? America? I didn't really... Boys, one thing I don't understand, right, is if the meteor really hit the Earth to kill all the dinosaurs, a meteor that was so big that it killed all of the fucking dinosaurs, right? Every single dinosaur bigger than a cat died instantly. Where the fuck's the hole? And where is it? Like, surely it was fucking huge for a start, and surely there's like remnants of a big fucking hole. Like, surely I'm not being funny. If you like, is this not? Am I not the only one that thought this? Let me Google this shit. They were testing their air defences against the IRS. Second time they grounded all internal flights in preparation and still didn't stop us. Oh, no way. Oh, covered it up till about 5 years ago. Oh, that's mad. They were testing their air defences against the IRA. Oh, so they was testing it. Oh, what? And we cooked them, basically. That's sick. That is sick. That hole is in Mexico, bro. I don't know if I don't know if that's a joke or if that is true. While the Chiku Club later went in. The asteroid that caused dino extinction was pulverized upon impact, and its remains are spread throughout the Earth, while Chicxulub crater, where the impact occurred, is well documented. Asteroid itself no longer exists as a single identifiable object. The crater itself, while evidence of impact is... Alright, that was... You do that again? Oi. It's pretty cold. Oh, so it was in the... Oh, shit. Well, that was big enough to kill everything on Earth. But... Bruv, does anyone just not get that? Do anyone else just not get that, bro? Surely that doesn't make sense. Surely I'm not the only one that doesn't make fucking sense to. Surely the hole would be fucking huge, right? So... Oh, so you got it by 3. Fuck me, they are kill shots. If you wanted to cook the whole of the world, that would be where. But like, how did like the dinosaurs that live here die? Do you know what I mean? Or like here, or like there, or there. I know, like it causes world disasters and that, but it's not all about the size, Luke. It's not all about the size. That is a very, very good point from you. That is a very good point. A very good point, which I'm actually gonna accept that point and just completely move on from the situation, because that is true. It's not always size that counts, boys. Yes, the atmospheric complications that caused it. Oh, what? It just fucked up the air and they all suffocated. That's pretty peak. Oh yeah, and then they all rotted and turned into oil, innit? And now we drive cars with them. It's pretty crazy. Circle of life. This is one interesting Monday. See what the charts get you doing. Yeah, trust me. Dust clouds stopped from breathing, then settled, and the world grew on top. That's why their bones are bare deep down. Oh, okay. Makes sense. That does make sense. Well, well said, Tom. I thought he was going to talk about RJ, who actually gave a very good explanation, but no, it's not all about the size. GU retapped in again, boys, so let's see how it does. EU's getting bummed. EG's getting bummed. Went for another tap at that fair value. Looks like we're still trading down to that CRT, as we said, which is nice. The pair's sort of doing what we want, just really slowly and sort of not really convincingly, just trickling their way there, not really providing any entries, but going to where we want, I suppose. So that is always a positive. I need to stop fucking doing that. Yeah, I'm probably going to jump off in a minute though, boys. So any questions you've got about mentorship signals, one-to-ones, instant funding, or just about the charts today, let me know and we'll get right into it before we jump off. This GJ looks like it's finally breaking highs, which is what we want to see. As soon as we move out of that order block, we should be good. You've got I wouldn't call it resistance, but we do have a period of somewhat resistance there. So we do want to close above that. Do want to close above this. We can close above this is a good sign. We should really go past the order block. Just the rejections of these candles have been crazy. Sound loose. Sweet Jed. These No New Mondays always moving slow, I swear. Yeah, John, you're not wrong, mate. You're not wrong at all. Fucking hell. Very slow. But again, as long as you catch the direction, it's positives to take. Lou, for order block, do you use both wicks or just wick and body, or just wick to wick, or just wick or just body, or what? Wick to wick, bro, just like I did here. So the bottom of the candle to the top of the candle. You can sometimes adjust it for body, but you really want to overall just stick as the wick, to be fair, mate. Wick to wick's better. Wick to wick's better. But obviously, once we close past the candle's high, or like the body high, and start encroaching into the wick, the top wick, if you're selling, that's when it gets a little bit like, okay, it looks like we could be selling off here. Like you can see here, we're encroaching like in the past the top of the body, which is a little bit premium, starting to get premium, starting to look like it won't play. How do you mark order block? From the low of the candle to the highest. When we have a big bearish period like this, we've got an unnatural really, but basically a bullish move up, a small bullish move up in between a really strong bearish move or at the start of a really strong bearish move. So the last bullish candle, you can see last patch of buying before we sell off. And again here, last patch of buying before we sell off. That is an order block. I personally think, well, hoping at least, that this one gets rejected and we move past it. But we could still potentially move into this one. We'll wait and see. Only time will tell with this one. As I said, this is why you want to go with a trend, though, because we should be right. I mean, if you just zoom out, we should be right. Look at that. Look at that. And look at that. Right. Even on the monthly, look at that. If we buy, we should TP if we buy. Put it that way. We should TP if we buy. Got more chance of TPing if we buy than if we sell, just by looking at the basics. Sometimes you can't fade the basics, like probability is real. Big 50-minute order block on EU just formed. What, to the downside or upside? Do you watch movies, bro? I'm not big on movies, I'll be real. Whenever I watch them, I do like them. I always enjoy it, but I'll be honest, I don't watch many films at all, bro. Any recommendations, let me know, though. Just filmed order block with FEG and EU. Yeah. I mean, that FEG hasn't formed yet. You want to wait for it to fully form. But yeah, I do agree that is an order block there. If we break the low, so you want the order block to obviously break a low. Not just have a move down, but break the low. So then you can come up and then continue that. It's just internal, external, essentially. But yeah, boys, with that being said, I'm going to jump off now. All the trades really in profit. It's just not really moving too much. Again, we want to close above these highs. We're going to get another 15-minute rejection. Moving kind of slow, but it is what it is. Have you seen Machine Gunner? Nah, bro. I haven't seen that. I've heard of it. But yeah, boys, appreciate you tuning in. I'm going to jump off now. Appreciate all the likes, comments, shares, subscribes. We've been on live for 2 hours now. So pretty much the whole of the London session we've gone through. Done pretty well, to be fair. As I said, any mentorship signals, anything like that, just send me a message on Discord, boys. Send me a message on Discord. My name on there is Louis. Link to my Discord's in the description, boys. Link to my mentorship and signals is also in the description. And if you're trying to get funded, boys, you want to get funded with a prop firm, use code Richesse at Alpha Capital Group. Link down below. Best prop firm in the UK. And you're going to get a nice discount. I think they've upped my discount code as well. So you might even get a bit more than what you'd normally get. And I'll also give you a little free week free in the mentorship or the signal, something like that. So, boys, Make sure you use that code if you're trying to get a prop firm. Don't go anywhere else. Alpha Capital, most reliable firm in the UK, and I've got a discount code, so why not? You're going to get accounts for nice and cheap. Basically, with that code, if you're getting a 100k account, you're going to get like 80 quid off. Like, do you know what I mean? Why not? Who don't like free money? Who don't like saving money? I know I do. Anyway, that being said, appreciate all you man tuning in today. Mace will be live for the New York session at 1 p.m. I'll be live back tomorrow at 8 a.m. So make sure you stay tuned. You've heard of it. Damn, yeah, bro. I'm assuming that's one of your favourites. Sweet Deresca, appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you tuning in, Deresca. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Big up, everyone. We're going to hit 200 lives on the stream today. I can already, not today, this week, I can already tell. So let's keep pushing the channel, boys. Keep growing as a team. Anyone who wants to start clipping for me and earn money per view, send me a DM right now. Everyone who's already sent me a DM about clipping, I'm going to add you into a WhatsApp group at 11 a.m. So everyone, if you're clipping for me, be ready at 11 a.m. I add you to the group, let you know how you can earn money, how much I'm going to be paying you, how to clip, everything like that. If you're trying to join that, literally, boys, if you watch my stream anyway, you may as well clip up for me. You can do it while you're watching. Do you know what I mean? And if you get a certain amount of views and you're getting a certain amount of views on TikTok or whatever, I'll let you in the mentorship and signals for free. So do you know what I mean? It's a bit of work you put in and I'll give you something back just for helping out the channel. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to give you free shit back. But obviously we pay per view anyway. We pay per view you get. So if you watch my streams, you may as well do it. It just means all you got to do, watch my streams, clip up 10 while you're watching. Oh, that sounded quite good. Clip it, do that 5 times each live, post it on TikTok, and if it gets like, I don't know, over time, say you do that every day for a month, 5 times 20, you'll have 100 videos posted. If each video gets like a K views, that's 100,000 views, which is going to earn you a very, very decent little side hustle on the side. And you do it, you run these streams anyway, so it's a good idea. Anyway, everyone join the Discord, link in the description, and send me a DM. As I said, my name's Louis on there. You'll see my name in gold when you join, so just send me a DM. Send me a DM with your WhatsApp number. Let me know you're trying to get into clipping, and I'm going to add you to that group ASAP that I'm making at 11. Big up everyone who tuned in, boys. Appreciate you watching. And I'll catch you in the next live, people. Sweet.